Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Feather Guild. We're doing a community one-shot tonight, and tonight's is going to be part 2 of Spirits of the Storm. Um, Probably the last part, unless we just really struggle with these bosses. But it's a boss rush style game with original story and original art by Rowan, who's also DMing the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've all come up with some pretty crazy character concepts. I'm looking forward to doing this. I don't often do power game type stuff, and this one is going to be a lot of that because it's just focusing on bosses. So it's a fun change of pace. Before we jump into that and introduce everybody, though, I wanted to take a second to talk about viewer actions. So there's actually a number of ways that you can get involved in the game from the audience. One of the easiest ways to do so is through the game tweet, which you'll find in chat. Every 10 interactions on that, that's likes, retweets, and comments, a D4 will go to the cast and the DM, and that can be used on any roll to help boost the number a little bit. So it's great if you're just shy of a DC. It can make the difference between succeeding and failing. Other ways that you can get involved are through guild coins, which you earn just by watching the show. If you're a subscriber, you do get those at twice the rate, so you get them twice as fast. They can do a lot of different things. One of those things is plot points, which you'll see a little list right here. Those allow you to kind of interject things into the game, a little bit of side seat DMing in a good way. There's a full explanation of what that all entails in the panels down below, or if you click on the rainbow colored icon right below your Twitch chat box, it's a little black feather crest. If you click on that, it'll show you all the different things that you can get with guild coins, including those plot points, with a full description on each one. So they're a lot of fun. With these plot interjections, the DM does have final say, so they may edit something a little bit to make it fit the story better, or if it's going to be really game-breaking, like you throw out there that the big bad evil guy falls over dead, that's obviously going to stop the campaign right there. So we may edit some things like that, but for the most part, we'll try and stick to what you say in those suggestions. Finally, donations. So you can do direct donations through coffee.com/raven or raven.rocks. You can see that at the bottom of this chart right here. You can do subscriptions or bits through Twitch, or if you're a subscriber on Patreon, which you'll see in chat now. If you're a subscriber on Patreon, Bard tier or higher, you get credits towards viewer actions every month that you can use at any point. So lots of cool ways to donate and help support the channel. And when you do, you get to do some really cool stuff that you can see on this chart. A lot of this is probably self-explanatory, but sometimes it's not. So a quick review of what we have as options here. So the D4 and the D6 is obviously you just add that to the roll. The switch allows somebody to tell another player or the DM to change their verb. To give you an example, if you have a bard that wants to seduce the dragon, if a player or the DM has a switch available, they can tell the bard, you have to do something other than to seduce the dragon. And so they have to change that word in their sentence to something that's not a synonym. So it's a way for the DM and characters to nudge the story in different directions, and it's usually pretty funny. Rolling with advantage and rerolls, you roll twice and take the better of the two results. The only difference between them is advantage has to be used before you make the roll, whereas a reroll can happen after the fact. So rerolls are a little bit more powerful. Complications are a lot like plot points, except you can pretty much do anything that you want. It's 1 to 3 sentences, you throw it into chat, and whatever you want to add to, change about, or remove from the scene that's happening, we will do that. Again, the DM does have some say there. They can edit it to make it fit a little bit better, or overrule it if it's going to be truly game-breaking. But again, for the most part, we try to stick as close as possible to what you throw in those. Swap 2 players for 5 minutes means that we will play each other's characters for 5 minutes, and you can choose 2 of the cast members, or even a cast member and the dungeon master. So you can have one of us that are playing be the DM for 5 minutes, and the DM play our character for 5 minutes. It's pretty fun. It's always a pretty big laugh. And then finally, the 1-up. If there's a character that you really want to see survive through the whole one-shot, throw the 1-up out there, and then if we would go down to 0 hit points or otherwise die, Rather than that happening, we come back with 1 hit point. So it's not exactly a immortality buff, but it does give us a fighting chance if we get into a really bad situation. So lots of really cool stuff that you can do. Again, that's coffee.com/raven or raven.rocks for direct donations. You can also do bits and subscriptions or Patreon. And with all of that out of the way, we're going to go say hi to the cast. I'm going to hand things over to Rowan, who's going to introduce everybody, and then we'll get into the actual game itself. Go. Okay, Rowan, take it away.
Hello! Welcome to the second part of Spirits of the Storm. For those of you who remember the first time, this is actually a game based on a dream I had about a year back. And I've been really excited to be able to turn it into a short 2-part campaign. So this time we have 6 players, and I'm really excited. So first off, I'm Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You can find all my stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org. All my events have been canceled, as far as I know, to this point. But I will have other announcements. Like, I'm starting to probably work on my own watercolor line and selling that. So that'll be really exciting. So yeah, I will put that on the side. And with that, we're going to go around the board. Riley, would you like to introduce yourself and your character first?
Yes, hello. I'm Riley. My character is Torga Goran. She is a dwarf barbarian. And yeah. And I'll put my website out in the chat.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Real quick, we're already at 11 Twitter interactions, so I'm adding a D4 to the cast and the DM.
Oh, goody, goody. Next is Village System.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm going to be playing Akari, buff warrior lady with a great axe.
Excellent. Super awesome.
Barbarian.
A barbarian.
Way of the totem. I actually get 2 spells, so that's amazing.
That'll be fun. Excellent. Thank you so much. Next is Polished.
Hi, I am Polished, and today I am playing a sea elf draconic sorcerer named Amwyn.
Sea elf draconic sorcerer. That's
Yep.
Oh man.
Bronze, like a bronze dragon.
I'm so excited. That's gonna be fun. All right. And then I'm not actually sure how to say your name, friend Altalic. Forgive me.
Oh, Par.
Park?
Oh, me.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm reading people's like Twitter names, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Hey, I'm Par. I'll be playing Dulforth Swamp, the Wood Elf Druid Circle of the Land Grassland. Nice.
Awesome. I'm excited. All right, Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. I will be playing a Wood Elf Paladin Monk today. They're kind of let's say, a Justicar of the Wild. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
I am super happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining the game. And last but certainly not least, Raven.
Hi, so I'm Raven. I do pretty much everything involved with tabletop, from professional DMing to game design to art and voice acting, all of the stuff. And I'm going to be playing Jinx. She is a spell sniper, and I was frantically getting the artwork done for her so it would be done in time, which you can see behind me. That's her. She's a warlock sorcerer with some truly just disgustingly powerful abilities. And her personality, I think I described it as Jinx from League of Legends, Nora from Ruby, and Pinkie Pie sort of all rolled into one. And her aesthetic is a murderous Lisa Frank.
I hate it already.
She also has a raven because her patron is the Raven Queen, which is kind of cool.
Oh boy.
And that's me and Jinx.
Excellent. Thank you, baby. I know you particularly built this character to annoy me, so
That was like 15% of the inspiration or motivation.
15%. There was still like a percentage devoted to me. I don't know whether to be flattered or hate everything. All right. So first off, I just want to quickly address the community. Yes, we're playing D&D 5e, and I am aware of the situation right now with Wizards of the Coast and everything. I actually built this game like months ago, and want to do the second part and built all the stats and stuff, and I didn't want to take away from that experience. But yes, just know that we are aware of the situation, and we are in no way affiliated with Wizards of the Coast and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, quick note on that as well. I did just post a tweet today giving the official policy for the channel on it. So if you are interested in reading more details about the channel as a whole and our stance on the whole situation, it's one of my tweets from today, which you can see right at the Raven.
Yep. So, without any further ado, let me tell you a bit about the world. This is Welcome to the Kingdom of Stormhold. Stormhold is a continent floating out in the middle of the ocean, the only land for quite a while. And it has a whole bunch of different cultures and stuff within the mix. It is run by Lord Storm, whose castle is in the center of this plateau in the middle of Stormhold. And for as long as anyone can remember, there have been a plague of calamities. These calamities are caused by holes in the ley line, in the magic, that releases these horrible storms and earthquakes and things of the sort, as well as these horrid, powerful monsters. So Lord Storm has the best heroes around and has recruited the best heroes to go and battle these calamities, these monsters that cause these calamities, and to seal the holes in the ley line until it happens again next year. All these cultures and all the holidays and everything is based around it. You can set your clock by these calamities when they happen. And you all have just finished facing the season of the Maelstrom. Or at least that should have been the season. As far as you know, it went quite successfully. And then everything went to hell. Most of you are still at the castle. You weren't the knights that went out to battle this Maelstrom. But you are suddenly plagued here on the plateau by earthquakes that is cracking the castle walls. You are seeing dust clouds in the distance caused by the volcanic activity of the plane of magma. You are getting weird cold fronts towards the other side of the castle, where storm clouds are moving in, as well as a lot of the stables are being picked up by whirlwinds, and the people are running for cover and not quite sure what to think. So all of you are kind of in this situation where all of a sudden you're trying to keep the calm and the peace with the people while everything is going to hell. I guess all of you kind of know each other. You all have kind of been training for the day where you're going to be out and fight one of these calamities, and you have never in all your life heard of something like this. What in general is your reactions, especially those of you who weren't here before, which I think Torga is the only one who was actually out fighting the Maelstrom. So Jinx, let's start with you. Where are you at? What are you trying to help with?
So it's a volcano that's erupting. Was that right?
There's a volcano erupting. There are earthquakes, like rifts appearing, cracks in the wall. Ground is splitting. There is whirlwinds and tornadoes picking up houses and barns and cattle and livestock and peasants, just flying everywhere. There is a cold front coming in, so there's storm clouds. It really depends upon which direction you're coming from.
Okay. I think Jinx is probably running around trying to gather everybody up, going like, guys, there's stuff to fight. Let's go do it. There's more. I don't have to call dibs. There's more than one. So I'll go shoot whatever you want.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Definitely the higher ups are applauding your bravery. It's like, once we know the situation, by all means, please go and get yourself killed. I mean, go and fight, please. What about you, Tax? How are you handling this situation?
I'm used to dealing with individuals, so dealing with like kind of environmental calamities is not necessarily my strongest suit. So I'm kind of thinking like, is there something else around this? I want to start going around town and just seeing, is this clearly an intelligent kind of calamity, or is this just like environment going nuts? So I'm probably going around trying to get information and getting people safe. Also,
well,
can I just say, when you said cold front coming in, I thought, oh, volcano, earthquakes. Oh, it's a little chilly too.
Exactly. Let's see. I actually may have you roll something to see what you can pick up. Not as familiar with the skills in
Tell me about it.
D&D 5e. I've been so used to playing Monster of the Week. So probably I would say investigation.
Okay, I can roll investigation.
Make an investigation check. Yeah.
Ooh. That's a no for me.
That's a no for me, dog. Yeah. You're not sure. Like,
okay.
As far as you know, things are just things are just ape shit. So, you're like, okay, it's cold on that side, volcano that way. Squirrel. Was that a cow that just flew past in the sky? What?
You can't. That's not supposed to happen.
Fabulous. Next, Dalforth. What are you doing?
Well, I think the first thing he says when he notices that things are happening is, "Oh, we're all gonna die." And, oh,
I love
God. And then he simply panics.
You do know that there's a basement to the castle. So, do you go and buckle down there?
Such is the wrath of nature, I should seek shelter.
Excellent. So you go and hide. What a brave hero. Okay, next, Akari. You're also new.
Akari's just looking around, seeing who needs help, and probably just defending anyone who needs help.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll something.
Inside?
Roll me. insight. I wouldn't say insight is really helping people. So I'd say that there's a couple of options here. One, weather's crazy. People are having issues battling the weather. So you could roll, I would say, nature. Or if you want to help, there is a whole bunch of animals that are breaking out of the stables and being flown halfway across the country by these whirlwinds. So you could do
Nature.
animal handling. Okay.
Yeah. Nature.
That
But-
is intelligence.
Okay. Oop. Nat 20!
Whoa! So
Nice.
So here's what you are able to do is you're able to figure out, okay, that way things are hot, that way things are cold. This is exactly what you need to do for cold weather. Make sure that you cover the windows and the door frames with cloth and board up the windows so that the wind doesn't like break it. You're like, you guys are dealing with whirlwinds, sandbag everything,
Just piles of sandbags on your shoulders, like.
Animals, you will probably want to move further over towards where it's either hot or cold. That way they aren't caught up by the whirlwinds and flown to Kingdom Come. So yeah, you're able to get it like that. You're like earthquakes, support things with like metal if you can, have boards at the ready to lay down if the cracks start appearing in fissures. You are on the ball. So well done. Last is Amwin. What are you up to?
Well, just the fact that there's so many natural disasters happening at once and my natural abilities are no help at all is really rattling Amwin. I think she'll be doing what she can to help people, to make sure that, everyone's safe, that no one's doing anything that would make it worse for others. Yeah, I think she's just trying to minimize the harm that's happening.
So
around
more
her.
like a crowd control type situation, right?
Not full on crowd control, but just a sort of it's that whole, if you've ever been around a large group of people, you're like, I'm going to keep an eye out to see if anyone does anything stupid.
Excellent.
That's the sort of...
Roll for me insight then.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I'd say either insight or perception, but whoa, nice.
So sadly, only a 17 because I don't have advantage and it breaks my heart.
17's not bad. 17's not bad.
All right.
So yeah, you're able to tell where people are panicking the most and be like, whoa, dude, no, I'm the hero. Hero's here. Chill out. And it somehow works.
A tad more humble. Just a tad.
They're all like, oh yeah, the hero's here. We've got nothing to worry about. This is completely normal. Never mind that the plateau has never been hit by the calamities before. So excellent. It's about that time that Torga, you and your caravan of the warriors that went and fought the Maelstrom start appearing, start up the path and get to town. Unfortunately, you lost most of the caravan in one of the earthquakes. Basically, the earth had split. One whole cart just completely disappeared down the ravine. And you're not sure what happened to most of your allies. They're gone. How are you feeling about that? Kind of shook?
Shite.
Oh, well. Happens to the best of us.
Do I have to go down there and get them?
Luckily for you, Katie is still alive, and she's like, don't worry about it. Like, honestly, there's way too much going on. I don't know if they're alive, or we should even like spend our time and resources on this, especially with all this.
Torga starts muttering under her breath and like closing her eyes.
And unfortunately, Rufus is one of the ones that survived, and he's like, I don't like this.
Torga's prayers get louder. Dear gods, why'd you leave me with these two? Why could you not have left the other ones?
There could be some spin-off adventure if the people at the bottom of the ravine, but unfortunately, who knows? So you continue on with an important message. Do you remember what you were told by the spirit in the storm? Torga.
The calamities are not natural. No. All I know is that something's wrong with the king.
Excellent. I'm gonna, as opposed to telling you everything that you should know, I'm gonna keep it like that. That's how much you were like half asleep when it happened. So that's what you remember. Something's wrong with the king. So you guys come into town. The should have be celebrated as the heroes of the day. There should be parades and people lining the streets and a festival celebrating your return. But instead, there's people panicking in the streets. So and a whole bunch of your allies just running around trying to take care of things. Unless you're Dalforth. And in that case, Dalforth is in the basement somewhere. So,
which one is the one in charge? Again, Katie?
Katie.
And is Jinx like in the same room with Katie now? At this point?
Yeah, I would assume that they're kind of like out. You're out in the town. That's kind of where all the warriors have kind of been stationed to try to help out and stop things from getting any worse. So,
okay.
Yes.
So, Katie, okay, yeah. From about 120 feet away, Jinx sends a message into Katie's mind using the cantrip message and goes, "Can we go yet? I'm bored. I want to shoot stuff. Can we go? Can we? Is
it one way or is it?
I'm not sure.
I believe they can reply.
Yes, they can reply.
She says, "Gather everyone, meet in the castle courtyard, now, ASAP."
So at that point, Jinx just yells at the top of her lungs to everyone in the courtyard, "We gotta go to the castle so we can go fight stuff!" And then goes, "Oh wait, I could just do this." And she starts doing message to everybody to tell them.
Okay, so one by one, you're probably used to this by now. She probably does this to everyone.
Well, there's being used to it in
all the time. Yeah, all the time. She'll just be like, "Hi, friend. I love you, friend. Hey, we should go fight stuff."
Is that to all of us, or?
Yes.
Yeah, she's doing that to every single person.
And we've met before, right? This is not the first time you've randomly yelled about fighting things?
Yes, okay. That is correct.
This is
normal.
The first time Akari's randomly fought things either.
I am going to look around and see if I know a fellow sane person to help me evaluate whether that is the right thing to do or not. Because Jinx is not the most reliable decision maker around, in my opinion.
Oh no, she's known for seeding chaos as often as possible.
Yeah. So, you do see Katie there with the returned heroes, with their one caravan, they should have had two.
Ooh.
And a horse with a sprained ankle, and everyone seems to be kind of shook up and injured.
Sorry, cut out slightly for the last sentence.
Everyone seems to be kind of injured and shook up. But yes, you do know Katie is kind of the person in charge. So
In that case, I'm going to approach her. Well, Katie, what's the go here? What's going on?
we need to meet. All of us, the warriors, we need to meet and discuss what's going on immediately. Jinx, I think, is talking to everyone.
I just wasn't sure if she was randomly yelling or if it was a directive.
Well, that's what I think is best.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna follow those instructions and drag anyone along with me.
Dalforth, do you get out of the basement to go to the courtyard? Do you risk and brave the world?
I've been called.
Give me 1 second. I need switch network. Apparently, we're having issues. No, I'm on my network.
Now,
Okay.
now Jay is the DM.
Now we get to play music. Now we get to play musical cameras.
Sorry. Wait, do I get to stay?
Yeah.
Hey!
Everybody's in the right spot except for Jay and Rowan. So
Well,
let's
that
see
happens,
if
Katie.
maybe swapping the two of you will work.
Okay. All right.
Just-
Stop the video. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, and have you turn your camera off as well, Jay. Okay, let's see if Rowan, maybe if turning your camera on now will put you in the right spot. Yes, it did. Okay, Jay, you're good to turn your
Yay!
camera back on.
Sorry about that. I had to double check.
Apologies.
All right.
All right. So, Dalforth, you are braving the world,
Yes, slowly ascending.
slowly ascending the stairs.
If Akari sees Dalforth struggling, she would go over and help him.
Also, as soon as Jinx sees Dalforth, she's going to literally run and tackle hug them.
Oh no.
Dalforth! You're out of your basement! Look at the world! It's so cool! There's stuff everywhere!
This is the wrath of nature.
Yeah, but isn't it cool?
No,
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we're about to die.
We're not gonna die.
Amazing.
You only live once, you might as well enjoy it. You need
So
alcohol.
yes.
That's I'm gonna go get you some alcohol. And Jinx is gonna go run off
It
and
won't
find some.
help. Oh.
So, you all eventually make it to the courtyard, some slower than others. And Katie is there with Rufus and Torga, the only survivors from the last calamity. Or rather, everyone survived, and now they are all dead because everything else happened. And Katie's like, all right. Obviously, things are very, very strange right now, and we happen to have at least a clue of what's going on. Torga, do you want to explain what we kind of encountered?
Well, basically, the newbie got possessed and almost started another calamity that we had just taken care of. And then also, he was possessed by a spirit that told us that something's wrong with the king and his wife. They've been alive way too damn long. And as long as the calamities have existed, so there might be something Also, all the shitheads died that convinced me to even follow this lead. I didn't want to do it, but they forced me to, and now they're dead.
Wait, how did they die?
They fell down a big hole.
Oh, well, that's not cool. That's a disappointment.
Can we roll back just a touch?
Yeah,
To
please.
the king bit with the calamity. Sorry, the king's responsible for all this? Is that what you're implying?
Ah,
Like, we're not positive, but it seems that yes, they are.
well,
Oh.
And
if
I'm
it-
not sure
well-
what to go about it either, or how to go about it.
Well, if it appears that the king is responsible, then the king is probably responsible.
You're very quick to sell out your own leaders.
Yes, but actually no. I think we've all had experiences with people with there being plants and things of the like, or people being framed. Either way, something is seriously wrong. And Rufus is just like, shit's crazy, man. I don't know what happened. I just know that there was a pretty lady in the center of the storm, and she apparently was like shoved in the ley line, and they become the monsters. It's just a normal lady. Sacrifice. She said she was like some sort of sacrifice. That people were sacrificed and they became the calamities.
That
forgot
sounds
that part.
horrible.
We have the event. We have the aftermath. What's the motive?
Mm.
What's
Immortality
the
or
motive?
something.
Right, so...
Can I do
I
some
don't
quick
know.
mental math? How long has the king actually been reigning? I'm about 100. Well, how old did I put myself? I'm over 100.
How old am I again?
Yeah, hey, hang on a second. Let me do some
He
mental
is
math on that.
older
Day
than you
problems.
are. He is older than you are. He has
Okay.
been reigning for
You're...
almost like 500 years.
What race is the king?
Human.
Okay, I'm 218, so something about that, like, what? I need
Mm.
one somewhere in there.
Wait, so Tax, how old are you?
I'm of an age relative to you that is older than your current mental state.
You're old.
Makes
Um,
sense.
So wait, the king is older than Tax, which is like super old,
Yeah.
and he can make these really cool things out there that like, and
Toss cattle around, yes.
yeah, that's awesome.
Katie's like, wait, no, okay, but
I mean, it's bad for the people that live there, but I want to know how to do that.
no.
Do you think he'll teach me?
I don't know. That's
I
beside
hope
the
not.
point.
The world cannot stand 100 or
What?
200 years of you.
The world can barely stand
Yes.
20 years of you.
The point
That's
is,
fair.
the king has been a fair and just ruler, and everyone has loved them. They're the reason why we exist as a order. So I don't.
It's how did you figure out that the king is apparently at the heart of all of this?
Rufus is the one who speaks up. He's like, the calamity told us. The
The
spirit.
calamity told you.
Yeah, that there was a
So-
beautiful island woman that was
So
set
the
in storm.
problem, let me get this straight. The problem told you that the cause of it was the king.
Something like that.
That's what I said.
I don't believe them.
Oh,
Can
obviously everything's.
Can we
going-
go talk to them?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Do we even have time? Everything's kind of going to shit.
Perhaps this is a case of protect people first, ask questions when fewer people are not in danger.
I agree.
Yes.
There's too much at stake right now to confront the king.
Oh, that's like my philosophy of throw magic at the thing and then ask questions,
And he's like,
but different.
all right, are we all decided then? We're going to go after these calamities, try to
You throw
seal
magic, I throw muscle.
the whole... hopefully you don't throw out your muscles. Okay. Go seal the ley lines. Look for more people in the storm. See if we can get a second opinion. If this wasn't just some sort of freak thing. And in general, just try to stop this. Is that what we are decided on?
Yes. Stop the problem, find the solution, then worry about the cause.
Put the king on trial.
Maybe.
Trial. Can we
If
even do
we
that?
don't just behead him.
That's
Maybe let's
possibly.
maybe let's just focus on step one for now. If we're all dead, it's not our problem anyhow.
That's true.
Okay,
Option
step
to
one.
run?
Hopefully no one dies.
Step one.
Stop the
next
calamity thingy.
The next calamity, should we go in order? The next season would have been the season of magma. So should we suit up to go there?
Yeah.
I suppose so. I'm not majorly keen on lava.
Luckily, we have some magic equipment available to us to help with that.
If that's the next eruption, I mean, the volcano is already... Is it going to do more than that?
Yes, it will continue like this until I assume everything's wiped out on the continent. So
Yeah,
usually we
right.
stop it. We usually stop it before it gets to this point. So, or to that point.
All right. Let's walk straight into an erupting volcano.
That's not the craziest thing you've ever said.
Might
I've
want
had
some
300 years
kind
of saying things.
Might want some kind of fire shield before we do that. Just
Katie's
an
like,
idea.
let's go suit up. We have plenty of magical artifacts at our disposal because we are prepared specifically for this. Not this, but each calamity, right? That's our job.
This does raise an interesting question. The king, if the king is responsible for this, made this guild with all the contingent bits it would need to protect itself against these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think he's making his own money?
That certainly would be a motive.
Cue Avengers
so-
dress-up scene.
Yes. So you guys all get items. The players are given. You guys get. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can.
I get shit tons of bonuses while not wearing armor. So
Okay.
armor I'm not gonna be
Everyone
wearing.
gets potions of fire resistance. 2 potions of fire resistance each. They last 1 hour. One of you.
1 second.
One of you, and you guys can fight among yourselves, get a decanter of endless water, geyser. So basically, you open this flask or whatever, and suddenly a geyser shoots out. It's pretty cool. So one of you gets that. One of you gets a bottomless. Oh, all of you gets 1 bottomless flask filled with water to stay hydrated. And each of you gets a ring of heat resistance. So the volcano, as opposed to boiling lava hot, feels like a very hot summer day. You still have to worry about, staying hydrated and staying cool, but you aren't gonna just burn upon arrival, burn up to ash.
So the ring is
that's-
like for the environment, the fire resistance is for actual fire damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is like for like climbing up the volcano and being around the lava as opposed to actually swimming through the lava. That the heat resistance will not save you from that. Fire resistance. Just don't be stupid.
But I have a lab smock on. Of course I can just pour acid on myself.
Okay. So you all get suited up. Who gets the decanter of endless water? Probably someone who
Not
doesn't have
Jinx.
magic. Yeah, Jinx already has it.
I love that was the immediate response, not Jinx.
I feel like we've been there a few times before.
Oh, what is this do? Ah!
We've been there a few times before.
I don't think I'm particularly concerned about who has it. Worst case scenario, they're gonna flood something, and that doesn't bother me at all. It
Yeah,
bothers
flooding
everyone.
a volcano.
So, like, if they do that, I'll be impressed and happy.
Go forth. If this might help
I would-
with your anxiety, you may take it. You might open it at a foe to keep them at bay.
Or open it upon the lava to cool it off.
I don't know.
Okay.
My luck is pretty bad.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
I
You
could
had to say
drown.
that. You had to say.
I could drown.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is you fall in lava, your face melts off, you get hit by a falling rock. The earth opens up and eats you like it did those other
If
losers.
you drown in a volcano, I will personally bring you back to get resurrected. That is,
Well,
I,
I just at that point, I feel like leave me dead. To be honest.
Katie's like, oh no, we need all hands on deck. This is what you signed up for. Glory and all that. Your cup.
you're contractually obligated.
I made a mistake.
Rufus is like, I know exactly what you mean.
Please be a normal school trip. That's all I could hear. I'm sorry. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
So you guys make your way to the volcano. Specifically, this area is called the Cenotaph
Hey,
Mountains.
Rowan. Somehow your mic has gotten even
Yeah.
worse, and I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
You're in walkie-talkie mode.
Yeah, walkie-talkie mode.
Okay, here. This is what
Much
we'll do.
better.
Take.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Is there a short on in my new microphone?
I have
hope-
no
I
idea.
don't know. Was it maybe it just wasn't plugged in all the way?
Maybe, I don't know. Okay,
Wow.
so you guys make your way across the Cenotaph Mountains. The center volcano in the Cenotaph Mountains is called the Pyre. This is a difficult terrain. You guys have to move slowly to kind of climb things and things like that. Basically, I'm going to have you make some acrobatic saving throws and jump checks to make sure that you get there in one piece, basically.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I said make acrobatic saving throws. So yes, have everyone make 2 acrobatic saving throws.
Darn.
Hold on.
I am
One
not
sec for
looking
me. I'm
forward
just
to
Oh.
this.
I'm just fixing it so that everybody can see your lovely artwork,
Okay.
Oh,
and then I will give you those saving throws.
just a
One.
moment.
10 and a 13.
Oh, wow!
What's it?
Nice!
Just like another day at the gym.
Wait, acro-
I'm sorry. What's going on with the saving throws?
Make two acrobatic saving throws.
For what's going on with it?
You're climbing up this difficult terrain to get to the pyre.
Okay.
Can I like
Um.
leap to save Torga from an untimely demise?
Hold on.
Yes, you can make a
Okay.
jump saving throw.
Okay, there is no jump, but
Jump.
what,
Jump.
A dexterity check,
It would
maybe?
be dex check.
dexterity?
I think.
I can make that.
Actually, did the first one with
Sweet.
advantage on the second one. Yeah, that's on right.
Actually, if you all want to let Jinx go first, Jinx has Mold Earth.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I probably wouldn't know that you had that, so I'd probably jump in anyway. But if you want to go do that, go ahead.
So this is what I imagine happens: is that you go to so you guys are climbing up. For Akari, it's like a normal day. Like she's really good at the rock wall in the courtyard. That's her favorite kind of training. So she's like, "Oh, this is nothing. This is my favorite calamity to face." So she's climbing all up. It's no big deal. Torga, what is a dwarf? Not built for climbing mountains, more built for digging and underground. So Torga is struggling. Polished, you do all right. You do twist your ankle on one of the rocks, and so just take a couple points of damage there.
How many are a couple? Like 2 or?
2. Yeah, it's not a bad sprain. The saving throw for this was 12, so you're good.
Oh, nice.
Torga, you are fine up to a point, and then there's one jump that you're just too short for, and you just like biff it. You're like, oh god, that's too much. And hero of the hour, Jay Tax. Can you describe to me what you do to save Torga?
So I see Torga. So is this a jump like over a lava flow, or is this?
I would say you are just climbing up the cliffs right now. There are some like lava flows, but in general, you're able to kind of move around those.
Okay, so I would probably grab one of the rock outcroppings I'm on and kind of just swing myself over to catch Torga with my body, and then partway through realizing like, oh yeah, I'm tiny compared to like I'm a stick. Yeah, I'm a very dense stick, but I'm still a stick. So yeah, probably just kind of swinging up and trying to grab Torga to stop both of us tumbling down the mountain.
So you grab Torga, realize they're too heavy. Both of you are starting to like slide down the cliff wall, like you're digging your fingers into those rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Jinx comes in like she's ice skating.
Jinx is just like, going up the mountain, making it easier to walk. And then she looks over and it's like, why are you all doing it that way?
Jinx. Thank you.
What's up, Tax?
Akari looks over.
You're welcome.
Easy.
Somebody touching me? Why is somebody touching me?
Sorry, Torga. Sorry. It was either touching you or letting you fall to an untimely death, and I don't want to do paperwork again.
I would have said let me fall, but then I thought about the paperwork too. Made the right choice.
Better for all of us, really.
I mean, you would have made a really cool splat, but I'd be kind of sad if you died, so.
Jinx, either help or get the hell out of here.
And she just points at like the easy walking trail behind her as she's continuing to
paving the way
to cast Mold Earth.
That's funny. All right. The other person that we need to address is Brother Stick. Dalforth. You totally succeed with flying colors on one and then totally biff it on the other. I don't know how that's possible, but somehow.
A little too overzealous after the first
just
one.
tripped on the second half.
So, what I'm imagining is you're just like, oh, I'm so scared of climbing the mountain. And you do amazing. You are just like breezing past everyone else. How are you feeling? Like,
oh, well, I might be all right after all. And then something terrible happens. Is what I
you're like, I got this. Huh. So you're holding on to these rocks, looking down at everyone else, like, ha ha ha, this is great. And then the rocks underneath you crumble. There's an slight earthquake, and the rocks just like start slipping down.
Oh God!
So, someone want to catch Brother Stick here?
I'm gonna yell at Jinx. Like, Jinx, use your magic. Take care of it. Paperwork.
Jinx has gone to the bathroom at that moment.
Okay, of course.
Let's think about options here. How early do I want
You
to?
could always open the decanter.
Akari. Ooh, well, that's
How
a way
early
to
do I
it.
want to?
One never knows what could happen.
How early do I want to burn a wild shape?
Ooh.
So
I
Akari,
mean, you could.
you have the decanter, don't you? Also, you also are doing the best at climbing here. You're just like, woohoo! So you'd probably be the closest to Dalforth anyways. So, are you gonna help or just let Dalforth fall?
I would catch Dolphworth if you'd let me. But
By all means. You have
okay.
options here. You have a geyser that you can catch Dalforth with,
Nice.
or
17 on deck.
17. Oh, nice. Dalforth, you are. What was your race again? You said you are also a wood elf, right?
Yes.
Yes, this giant Goliath lady just catches you in her arm.
Yeah. You're like, I've got you.
Mhm. over the shoulder.
My life flashed before my eyes.
What? Something happened? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Don't worry, I handled it.
Katie's like,
you just see Dolph
listen, pay attention.
over Akari's shoulder.
Why don't we get carried up the mountain?
because not all of us have muscles like Akari. All right, so you guys make it up the Cenotaph Mountains all the way up to the pyre. The pyre is like this deep, basically you're looking into the volcano, and there you see a hulking fire elemental right there in the center. It's about let me do a draw here. It's about, oh my goodness, that's not what I meant. I want to do a shape. Thank you very much, not a line. It's about yay big. So this big thing right there in the center. It's gigantic. While the rest of you take up like maybe not even one of these blocks. So you guys approach at an angle. Which side do you want to approach this from? The back behind it, up here is off limits because it's like a whole waterfall of magma. There's no way you can get behind it, but you can approach it from either side. Obviously,
Jinx is going to be
obviously
at the edge of the map.
Okay. So over here.
Second. Where?
At the bottom.
Yes.
That's obviously
Sorry,
like the clearest path. You've got the most rocks in between there. But like here, there's way more magma, and so that's gonna be very hard to get across. But I mean, I ain't judging. You guys might be like let me swim the lava.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility and stay right at the edge.
Okay.
Also gonna send my raven up to look around.
How about the rest of you? How do you guys prepare yourselves? As the hulking fire elemental is there in the center.
Drink the potion of fire resistance.
Yeah,
Smart.
Yes, that.
Likewise.
same.
I'm joining in on this.
Chug, chug, chug.
Yeah, exactly.
Dolph
It tastes
drinks it
terrible.
way too fast and starts coughing
Oh no.
immediately.
You got the hiccups. Slow and steady, Dolforth.
Why?
It's a
On a
good thing
race.
that this thing doesn't have good hearing. Otherwise, we'd be caught already.
A student character for me, not to mention.
That's fair.
I think Dalforth will get a message in their head of Jinx going, Dalforth, we talked about this. Stealth. You have to be quiet with stealth.
Aha, quiet.
never
yes.
helps.
Like, what?
Speaking of quiet, can I rage before battle?
Sure. Yes, you can rage before battle or at the beginning.
So mad about this mountain.
His mountain was so hard to climb up, Rick. Oh.
No, it
So-
won't.
Okay. Now everyone. Go ahead.
We're fighting this thing head on.
Yeah. If you guys are all done with your prep work, I will have you roll for initiative.
Oh no, I'm asking my companions.
I think, given that we have the decanter, we might just distract it long enough to douse it.
Right.
Douse a thing that huge. You might as well be trying to douse a mountain.
I can't say as a sword is going to do much more than water.
So, just who's likely to be up front? We have Torga, Akari,
Myself.
Tax.
Akari's gonna be right
No.
up front. Just grab my axe.
Katie does say, all right, as a reminder, our two goals are to seal up the hole in the ley line, as well as kill this thing. So oftentimes we want to have someone, like, if we can get it away from the hole, that hole is underneath it.
I am going to. Oh, this is hard. Who would I reach to for this? I'm gonna say, look,
Ooh.
Torga, you're gonna be right up front, aren't you? Hopefully. Well, let me know before you rush in, and I'll let you breathe cold things at it. Does that sound like it might work?
Torga, Riley.
Sorry, I was muted. I was like, yeah, that sounds really good.
I will have to touch you briefly. Like a tap on the shoulder kind of deal.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
All right. With that, you guys are prepared for battle. And before you roll for initiative, let's go on a break.
All right, we will be back in about 10 minutes. Be sure to hydrate, grab snacks, anything like that you need to do, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes.
You too.
Hello, and we're back.
All right, friends. Roll for initiative.
Initiative.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
We
Was
don't
that?
have tokens to click on.
So turn order.
Akari's first. Clearly.
Ari and Lance. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Dolforth.
So I
Yeah.
assume. Can you
But
guys
mine is +3, Doll Force is +2, so.
show me about where you are on the map? Jinx, I assume you're here.
Oh, map.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm not on the map.
Not-
Yeah, I'm about as far. Hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit here and measure how big this map is.
Yeah.
I am. So diagonal to diagonal is 120 feet. I am about twice that far away.
Oh, so you're up on the cliffs still, probably then.
Probably. Like, my max range on my spells is 240 feet, so I'm probably like around 200 feet away.
I'll sniper.
Setting up the old spell tripod.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not what I
Well,
meant to do.
Akari's taking the opposite.
Go ahead, Polished.
Oh no, I just said someone has spell sniper. Like I recognize that exact range.
Yeah.
Yep.
Akari's
So-
doing the exact opposite thing.
Yeah, you guys are still back here somewhere. So
Mhm.
that is where Rufus and Katie are about here. Katie's the one who's like teetering on the edge there because Rufus is too much of a coward. Who is that that's gesturing with the violet?
That's me.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just absentmindedly clicking, but yeah, that's what she is. I forgot you could see it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can move up to 55 feet, which is there, actually.
so right click a token.
Standard Raven is probably a +2 or 3.
Just roll a regular.
Don't
A
ask why I know
regular-
that. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's something like a +2.
Okay. So you are. What was your initiative, Raven? Yeah. Honestly, for the ease, let's have it just with you. Or when you go, it goes.
Raven initiative is +2. I just checked.
Okay. So Riley, you're about, I assume, like,
Oh, yep, I was muted. Sorry about that.
no worries, you're good. About like here.
Yes.
Okay. And Lance, let's do the color of green here. You're about, I'd say about here. Okay. I think that's everyone. All right. All right, let me put in the turn order. This is the fun part. Okay, so sorry, this is the fun part of add elemental, Akari, Akari, what was yours? Gwen. Emily.
20,
Oh
I
yeah.
believe.
20.
20. Excellent.
Hmm.
The elemental got a 16.
I was like, wait, where's Gwen? I'm like,
No, that was out of habit. Yeah. Amwin, what was yours?
10.
10.
I've been on stream before. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Dolforth.
20.
20. Excellent.
mine is +3 and Dolphorce is +2, so I was at first.
Okay. That's good to know. I have no idea how that works. Akari, Dolforth, Tax.
16.
Okay. And Torga.
8.
Sorry, this is good because now those that want to talk about things can try to reason with it before Jinx just goes ham on it.
It's true. I'm
Okay,
the
Katie.
negotiator sent in before the sniper takes the shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Katie is there. And then Rufus got a 3. Frickin' Rufus.
I am actually going to ask around before we kind of engage this thing. Clearly, we're not.
Okay.
It's not like coming at us or anything like that. We're not in an immediate danger.
Yeah. It's kind of chilling right now.
Okay.
That's kind of actually really funny because it's fire.
Made of fire.
But yeah, I'll ask kind of the assembled crew, like, do you think we could reason with it?
Katie's like, I've never really tried to because people usually are getting killed because of the calamities and things like that. From what my experience is, they are typically too angry and too wild to reason with.
We could try sending in the young one. Maybe this one will take a liking to him and possess him.
Rufus is like, what? How about we don't?
But you said that the king was trapping these sacrifices, right?
From what I'm understanding, yes.
Is
But
it
as far as I
possible
know,
that this
there-
elemental is one of them?
if it's anything like the last one we encountered, then probably, maybe. But from what I saw last time, what Rufus said he saw, there was a person in the elemental, like a spirit inside the elemental. Is that right? And Rufus like, yeah, that's what I saw while I was underwater. I saw a person.
Can I roll an insight to see if killing this thing would free the spirit or if it would damn the spirit as well?
Go ahead and roll insight. Yes.
18.
Excellent. So as you're hearing these stories, what you feel like is that this is the same spirit over and over again, basically kind of cursed to come back as this elemental every time. And that really what's damning them or what's keeping them there is the fact that they're still stuck in the ley line.
If we, and hear me out because this is going to sound crazy, but if we destroy the ley line, or at least plug it up, there might not be a reason for the elemental to stay.
We plug it up. That's the point, is covering it, plugging it up, and then it pops open every year.
Maybe there's a more permanent solution.
Like smashing it?
Rufus is like, has anyone considered ever going into the ley line?
And smashing it?
not smashing it, but has anyone ever considered to like go in, maybe go after the spirit? I'm just spitballing
Back
here.
it down, you mean?
Yeah. If it's somewhere in there, normally, what if we went in after it?
It's either this or we deal with it next year.
It's worth a go.
If there is a next year.
I'm for going in the ley line. Anyone else?
Yes.
All right.
This could be a death trap. I say that not all
We're
of us go
in a volcano in front of a giant fire elemental.
We are
Death
prepared for the
trap is
volcano.
our
We don't
middle
know.
name.
We don't know what's in the ley line. I've seen a couple people go crazy and go in there, and I've never come back.
The point is, no one's going to sign us up for life insurance anyhow.
I'm going to come back. Trust me.
The king must be brought to justice. I'm not getting lost in a ley line just for that.
All right. Okay, fine. We'll have a team go into the ley line. Tax, you are signing up for that.
Mm-hmm.
As am I.
And Akari. Anyone else? Just the two of you? Okay.
No, I think
Torga?
myself and Torga.
Okay, Torg is going in as well.
As well as Amwin.
Unfortunately, Jinx is not hearing any of this because she's too far away.
Some of us have to stay out here, otherwise we're screwed.
What's your course of action?
Oh, no!
Well, there you go.
Into a ley line? Are you crazy?
I might be.
By certain definition.
Rufus is like, I'm the one who suggested this, but I'm with Dolforth on this one. It's insane.
Well, if you want to stay out here with Jinx, that's up to you.
Yeah.
I think I will. Katie's like, I have to continue leading on if this goes wrong and you don't come back.
I will make sure everybody comes back.
This is a rare moment where I'm gonna say something that no one's ever heard. I feel safer with Jinx.
That stings, Dolforth, but I understand.
I find this illogical.
Katie's like, well, why not? You're safer out here with me and not Jinx. I'd feel better about that one.
That sounds better, yeah.
It sounds better. No, you're not taking it back. Okay, it's fine. I just have
no offense, but
I just have seniority. It's fine.
I mean, yeah. It's kind of awkward now. I'm gonna go this way.
All right. So we have a team going for the ley line. Katie also points out it's currently over the ley line. You need to get that thing away from it. So, let's take care of that. And then once you have a chance, go for it. Okay. With that, let's start on turn order. Finally, Akari, you're first, I believe.
Charge.
Okay, your move speed is 30 feet, right?
No,
wait.
55 because I'm raging. 55.
55. This is a difficult terrain, so it's half of that.
So that would be 25 plus 2 would be 27.
So 30 feet. Okay. I forgot to make a little square for you. Oh, that works.
Squares.
We're all squares.
Except for Jinx.
Okay, so you go forward 30 feet. Where are you heading?
Towards the ley line. As
Towards
far
the
as
ley
I
line.
can get.
1, 2, 3. So you can probably end up here or here. Okay. Meh. Move already.
I don't think we can move the squares.
Watch me.
Ah, yes, the old stretch and skew.
I cannot be
A
tamed.
movement of a type.
Yes, it's like a slide. You're inchworming your way across. All right. And is there any action that you're wanting to take? Because you can take a double move if you want.
Yes. Absolutely.
You want to move again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you are going across the lava, you're going to have to do me some acrobatics probably.
Not athletics at all.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to friggin' jump. I'd say that's more of an acrobatics thing, right?
I am hoping my luck keeps winning out. And it does.
Hey,
Do-do-do!
21.
Okay, time to inchworm. So which one are you going? There, there, there. Which one?
Forward. Onward.
Forward march. Okay, 1,
let's do this.
2, 3. You inchworm your way across. Good job. All right.
Thanks for that D6, Michael.
Next, Dalforth.
Here we go. I'm gonna move forward 35 feet.
35. What's your move?
35 because I'm fleet of foot as a wood elf.
Lead of foot. Does bad
That's-
terrain affect you?
Actually, let me check. I never thought about it.
Because
That's a
difficult.
question, 'cause
Because
now
this
I'm
is
worried.
difficult.
No, it just increases my base walking speed by 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's still difficult terrain. So you can only go half of that.
Thanks.
Oh!
So, quick thank you for the $2 tip from Michael Wayne for the D6 for the cast. And then thank you also for gifting us up to Polished Cryptid. Polished, how would you like to use your $5 for viewer actions?
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. I think we might need to. Can we save an advantage roll for when we need it, or?
Yeah, absolutely. That will go into the cast. pool.
I have a feeling we'll need it sooner or later. So,
Good call.
thank you for that, Michael.
It's so it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I think Dalforth's going to use his movement and action to dash and get like over here again. I'm assuming that's
Okay.
the first step.
So over this. Anytime you cross these like yellow/orange areas, yeah, it will be acrobatics roll.
Oh, I'm sure this is great.
Okay, so which direction are you going? Like this way?
Move like over here.
Okay, fabulous. All right, and you take that instead of an action, right?
Yeah, dash action. So
1,
that's-
2, 3. Okay. Please roll me acrobatics. Let's see how well you do.
Never felt so much tension from a acrobatics roll.
I believe.
I don't.
Every day's a good day when you paint. Oh no!
Wow.
So this is what happens: is you go to cross the lava, and this will affect how far you can move to. So I'm gonna move you back a little bit. You're going to be on the line. You go to jump over the lava, and you stick your foot right in it, and your boot is on fire. And you go, ah, my boot! My boot's on fire!
There's fire in my boot.
I would do his
There's
reaction.
a fire in my boot!
I would do his reaction, but I think the sound I would make would be so ridiculous. I would be ashamed.
And here's the issue with lava is not like, video games get it wrong. Lava's not like water. You can't just swim around in lava. It's thick. It's thick. So your boot is like stuck. Your boot's like stuck in the lava, right? You step down and it goes splorge all over your boot. So your boot's on fire and your foot's stuck. So yeah, that's as far as you can move for this round. Luckily, you took the fireproof potion, so you don't take damage. But you're stuck.
This is remarkably on brand.
Excellent. All right. Katie is next. Katie's going to. She wants to help distract this thing. So she is going to try to. She's going to move forward as far as she can. She has to take an acrobatics roll. 19. Yeah, she's good. She's good, bro. She's solid. She moves forward, and then she's going to shout at it to try to get its attention. Let's see how well she does. I think that'd be like a intimidate. Yeah, I think I'll do like a intimidation. 14. Let me roll to see if it resists. Nope, it doesn't. So Katie's like, "Hey, over here, you fat ass!" It goes.
I'm doing Pilates.
Why?
And so it will start moving forward on its turn.
Maybe as loud as she yelled that, Dolforth yells why.
Nice.
Why?
Oh god, like oh, what movie is that now? Van Helsing. When the vampire's children all die. Why? That's all I could hear.
That's amazing. Oh yes, exactly like that. Okay,
So great.
Tax, it's your turn.
Okay, so clearly the elemental has been got. Is it coming down from its mount, or is it kind of just?
Yeah, it's gonna be heading forward.
It's coming. Okay, I want to be as far away from its path as possible before I start going up.
It's heading towards Dolforth and Katie. So
Okay.
Your best option would be heading over on this side.
On that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will go. My movement speed is 45, so that would be what, half to like 25, 30, I guess. Yeah.
Close to
okay.
30. I can give you 30. So
Okay.
3.
So I will move here. So I'm not jumping 2. Come on. Is it not gonna? Let me just do the click. I will move here. So I'll be jumping this one lava flow.
Okay.
But not both.
And that's your full turn.
Happy gaming. Oh my god.
Oh, no, sorry, that's one move. No, that is full turn. You're right.
No, it's full turn.
Yeah. So acrobatics check for jumping the lava.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thanks so much for that 500-bit cheer, Sildari. Thank you so much.
You!
How would you like to use that on the viewer action table, which is right over here? So you can do an advantage, a switch and a d6, or 2d6.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
All right, Jay.
I was worried. I'm like, please don't make me change that action.
No, you're totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed with flying colors. You're like, hey, Dolforth, watch this. I can step over the lava. Whoa, look, I'm Dolforth. My boot's stuck.
It's like hot mud. You just don't step in it, silly.
Thank you.
That is actually true.
Is that advantage to the cast or to the DM?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a
boy.
good question.
Everybody's waiting with bated breath. Who's getting the advantage?
Okay,
Who's gonna get it?
All right.
it's speed. The fire.
The cast.
Woo! Good for you. Okay.
Thank you.
So, the fire elemental, its speed is 50 feet, and I don't think it's affected by lava. So, it moves fast.
Oh, no.
It moves fast, and it's angry. I'm going to poke it with a stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, no.
Yep, it's moving fast. But luckily, it's still kind of guarding the ley line, but it's on its way. And then I'm gonna see about it attacking, cause it angry. It is fire form, multi attack.
None of these words are good words for us.
Now,
Right?
lucky for you, most of it is a touch attack. So you guys might be safe for the
You
time
playing
being.
tag with the fire elemental?
Yes.
Quick announcement too. Thank you, Emily, for the Patreon rewards, giving 3 more d6 to the cast.
Ooh!
Oh,
Yay.
all of these.
We're gonna need them.
Yeah, lucky for you, this guy does not throw fireballs. He's all like, "Let me cover you in lava, give you a very fiery hug."
I'm not gonna say what I just thought.
Probably smart. All right, that's the elemental's turn. Amlin,
Okay, so where is Torga?
Torga is currently right here.
Okay, so
No, that's
okay. Right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna move back
here.
because again, this was a. Actually, can I hold until? What I want to do. Let's start there. Is to as soon as Torga passes within range, reach out and cast Dragon's Breath on her.
Okay. If you want to go after Torga, that's totally fine.
No, because I'm assuming she's going to move up, and I want
Yes.
to wait until she passes me.
Sure. What I'll do is I'll have you go after Torga, basically, or go at kind of the same time.
Oh, yeah, it's more to preserve my movement, so waiting until she gets up to me.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a held
Let's
action.
do that.
Okay, cool.
Torga, it is your turn.
Okay, so Torga is going to try to copy what let's see, Tax did.
And just move.
Yes, and
Yeah,
try
so
to do it with a
Tax
little
is right
bit
now.
more flair.
Yeah, all right. So what
Always one-upping
direction
with
are you
you.
heading?
Hmm?
What direction are you heading? So you're currently kind of in the back here. Are you trying to head to that one or this one or that one?
Yes,
Where are you?
this one.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, so
As soon as
you're
you go past me, I just tap you lightly on the shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, so full move action, please roll acrobatics.
Okay.
And what does your spell do, please, Amwin?
Muted.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Put it in chat. So you do have
Excellent.
cold damage as a breath weapon for the moment. Lasts for
Ooh,
a minute
nice.
normally.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Do like a little somersault over me and then over the fire.
I mean, that's the goal, but I don't think I can do that. I rolled a 14, Rowan.
You rolled a 14. You're fine, believe it or not. Because that's a small little lava flow. The DC was lower. So you
That's
make
concerning.
it. Yay!
Yarr!
Ow. I just smacked myself in the eye.
God.
Oh no!
Ow.
Oh, the barrels of GMing.
Okay, fabulous. So, Torga, Amwin, you cast your spell. Do you want to move?
Yes, I do. I should be able to get across, provided I succeed at the whole jumping of the thing.
Yes, please. Acrobatics.
Heaven help me. 18.
What's your movement speed?
30. So it should be just
Say
enough to get
15.
across there, I think.
Just barely. You're gonna be like right here on the edge. So
One foot on each side, but
You can
very
make it across.
balanced. Okay.
All of you are like, hey, Dolphort, look at us. We actually made it across
Just
the lava
showboating.
river.
Have fun fighting the fire elemental.
Think it'll work?
It's Jinx's turn. Jinx
Take a
turn.
miracle.
This sounds
Bye-bye!
I'm glad you got
Bye bye.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
So, pretty much, Jinx is just sitting, with her finger guns ready, and is watching all of this happen through her raven, who she calls Fowly.
I
Because it's a
hate
foul.
you.
And she's just
Alistair Fowley.
like, Fowly, what are these clowns doing? What? Just step over the lava. What? Don't put your foot in the lava. Oh, great. Now the rest of them are taunting him. This is kind of like all going on during this point. He's like, all right, well, I'm just going to shoot the thing. So I think the rest of you, feel free to edit this if the flavor is not okay, but I kind of imagine Jinx's Eldritch Blast having the sound of a sniper rifle going off.
Sure, why not?
So I kind of imagine just this crack boom, like sonic boom sound, and then like a second or two later, this zoof, as the Eldritch Blast bolt or whatever comes
Very
flying
nice.
down.
And I imagine it hits like its chest, and its chest does a thing where like there's like an indent in it, and like the lava kind of spills out around it.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if I succeed.
That's important.
So I am invisible, so I believe that will give me advantage on both blasts.
Yes.
Okay. The first one is an 18. Will that hit?
Let's see. I believe it does. Mostly because it's a giant freaking target.
Bless you.
Sorry.
It does seem like it would be hard to miss.
Yeah, it's kind of big. Yeah, its AC is 13. It is.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna be 11 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And 11 damage on the second one.
Very nice, very nice. So it kind of like, ooh, you see like this indent where your blast has kind of gone through its chest, and then the lava just like starts filling it in. So.
It's cool.
Excellent.
We had 4 plot points spent. Boon when Dolforth really needs it.
Dolphus does not seem to be having a very good day.
Maybe it's an extra boot for Dolforth.
Yeah. That's it.
So I knew I was
It's a
wearing a
fire-
second boot.
It's a fire-resistant boot. He's like, I sprayed this with special fire-resistant spray this morning, and just plunk.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. Okay. It's
Poor guy.
Rufus's turn. Rufus is like, realizes that he's in the path of this thing. And yeah, he's just like out of there. So he's going to take his full move. And he's not going to jump over the lava yet. So he reaches like the water, and he saw water. He reaches the river of lava and just was kind of like, whoa, 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 whoa. And just stands there at the edge looking at it. He looks down, looks up, looks down. He saw what happened to Dalforth, and he's not about to step into that lava. So he's right
Poor
here.
Dolphin.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, Akari.
Emily.
Oh, I was looking somewhere else. What's going on?
Your turn.
Yay! So I figured out that my movement speed is actually 65 feet because of different features, and someone yelling in the back of my head going, "Your movement speed is 65, not 55," and I'm like, okay. Well then, so
Okay.
yeah. So
half is still 30.
half is still, yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. So
Okay. So
I can get almost to the lava tube.
So what I would argue is that each of these, like, don't pay attention to the measurements of the actual map. Basically, each of these are 10 feet each square. So you can get there. Or go all the way up if you decide to take a full move. But you'd be right in this thing's path.
No, I'd rather not be right in the thing's path, and just where's the fissure thing that we're supposed to be going in?
It's right here underneath it. You see where the lava's kind of swirling? It's kind of underneath the elemental. That's where you want to go. Also, the little brown specks, those are things you can stand on. They're like rocks and flows.
Mhm.
So you can honestly move around it or head
I can move
straight on.
I can move like over here and then like from there to there.
Just know
Right?
that you're going to be in its path.
No, I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Let's see. 30 feet is, oh yeah, somewhere over here. Let's see, 3 squares that way.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Mhm.
3. Okay. Excellent. You are jumping over the lava. Please give me a acrobatics.
Again.
Always. Part of these boss fights are just the map hazards.
Wow, and that's actually
Wow!
We do have a D4.
a D6. I'm going to roll a D6.
Yeah.
Let's find
Will
out.
Will D6 actually help? That's the question.
It could. No, it doesn't!
Nope.
So you are you are heading across, you are so ready, and then both your feet kind of plant in the lava and go squelch. And your bits are on fire.
Yeah.
And
How much damage did I
somewhere
take?
in the back, Dalforth is like, ha, at least I only got one boot in the lava. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This whole time, Jinx is just watching through Fowley and going like, "What are they doing?"
It's like a mud puddles, splashing in mud puddles after a rainstorm.
Yeah, she's like, so Jinx is the one sounding like an adult going, "Stop playing in the lava and hit the thing."
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easier said than done.
But nobody could hear it.
So
Yeah.
let's Dalforth, let's unstick yourself. Unless you want to use your boon and pull another boot out.
How do I unstick myself?
You unstick yourself by rolling something. Honestly,
So would you say
what?
that the boon gives Dalforth a leg up on this situation?
Oh, fuck, dude.
Okay.
I would say probably a strength check to unstick yourself because it's like pulling your leg out, right? unless you just want to slip your boot out and go bootless.
A strength check. Well, I got nothing of that.
We do have like heaps of D4s as well that are sitting around at a pool, and I think 2 advantage rolls. So.
Oh boy! If
There's
I
a
do the
difference
strength
between you
check,
dying and
is that my
lava.
action?
So
You've got a boon, you've got a D4, there's 4d6, and there's 2 advantages.
There's 46.
not 46, I mean 4d6.
4 6-sided dice.
Is it a pure strength check? I don't know. I'm asking. I don't have anything to strength.
Yeah,
Would it be a strength saving throw by chance?
You could do it.
athletics?
you could do athletics, yes.
Because
Yeah, that's not any real better. They would just slip out of this shoe. this is the kind of day it is. This kind of day.
It's a volcano. You could go barefoot.
All right, just have it.
It's good for the
Just
skin.
have it.
So now you pull out, and what do your socks look like, Dolphort? Do they have like polka dots or
What
rubber
do my
ducks? Or
socks look like? I hadn't considered
These are the
what
important
socks
questions.
might look like.
I asked the real questions.
I think they're just really, really tacky, like green socks with like trees and like little squirrels all over them.
Nice. That's adorable.
Something your grandma made for you.
All right, don't judge me. All right.
Grandma Wood Elf in her Keebler cottage.
I'll like pull up one of my bootlegs. Like, I know the feeling. It's got like autumn leaves on the socks. This is just how it is for widows, you know. Tacky grandmas.
Tacky grandma.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh boy! Wow.
So yeah, you just leave the boot behind, but you can have your full action.
I am not happy about this. This day has gone very badly for me. So I think Dolforth will cast. Let me see. Moonbeam?
Moonbeam. All right. Let's
See if
see
it-
what that does.
Yeah, it's second level. Let's see if it pops up.
So 11 radiant damage. That's 120
No.
feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's not going to reach. Not yet.
Yeesh.
Moonbeam is stationary though, so it's going to be up for a while.
Okay, so yeah, it's 120 feet around you, pretty much. Is that what's going on?
So it's a sort of
5
like
foot
a
radius, 4 foot, 40
radius
foot high cylinder. So
thing, and then it sort of stays there. And then when a creature passes through or stays in it, that's when the damage kicks in normally.
Okay. Do you choose where that goes?
Yes, you can put it anywhere within that particular range.
Okay, so anywhere within 120 feet. So where do you want to put it?
Not far enough, eh? Trying to put it on this elemental. Trying to put it on
No,
the-
That's not within 120 feet yet. So
Yeesh. All right. Then
you can hold action if you want.
Is this about 120 feet out? Because you said it was 10-foot squares, right?
Yeah, 10-foot squares. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this would be 120 feet.
Well,
You can move forward half your move speed a little to try to get that distance.
I mean, it's probably going to walk into it.
I'll move. Can I move sort of this way?
Okay.
Along the lava.
Along the lava, you say? Well, yeah, you sacrificed your boot. You can do that kind of freely. You've sacrificed a boot for this.
Since I can't reach it yet, I guess I will not do that.
Sure, or you know that it's still gonna move. It's moving towards Katie. You know it's gonna try to get Katie.
Oh,
who's here?
I forgot Katie was there actually. Oh. Sure. I'll put it. When it enters the spell's area for the first time, a turner starts its turn there. So I'll put it. I'll put it like in front of Katie.
Sure. So kind of like here-ish.
I gotta move the page. Where?
Here-ish. About. Do you think that's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has to get to Katie to hit Katie.
And what's the radius? Is it 120 foot radius as well?
No. The range
I think
is
it's 5 or 10.
5 foot
It's,
radius,
yes.
10-foot diameter. So.
Okay, so yeah, basically this whole square is Moonbeam now. Cool. Good to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Katie's turn, speaking of. She's going to pull out her bow and shoot at this thing. And misses. Good job, Katie. She doesn't want to move. So, yep, that's her turn. All right, Tax.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to move to... Oh, this is invisible. Hang on. I'm going to move to here, if that's within my range. Because that's 60 feet overall, right? Or is it... Hang on. I'm doing the math all wrong. That's 30. Mm-hmm. If I was to do a dash, like do 2 move actions, how far would that get me in terms of what the game is or the board is showing us?
So you're wanting to do what's your move speed again?
It is 45, so it'd be 90.
45. Okay, 90 feet. Yeah. Well, no, it's difficult terrain still.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like 90, then the halved from that.
So yes. Basically, you can move pretty much 40.
Okay.
40? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 squares in any direction.
4 squares?
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4.
I'm going to move here then. Right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you have it. You're crossing this river of lava then?
Just the one, yeah.
Okay, then please.
I don't want to stack those during a turn. That seems like a terrible choice. Ho-ho!
Yes. Just like, I'm swimming.
Yeah. Just do a little river dance over top of it, you know?
Da, 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 da. Oh. Okay. So roll me acrobatics.
24.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're fabulous. Then you make it across. You are good to go. All right. That's your turn. Elemental. He can move 50 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since all of his stuff is... Wait, why is there 2 squares now? What? I don't know how that happened. And because he's not attacking, because all his stuff is touch, he's going to move forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not close enough quite to touch Katya, but look at who's here. Amwin! But he already took a move turn twice, so he can't attack you yet. Whoosh! However, he is very hot. So on your turn, Amwin, I will need you to do a charisma check.
That's not me. I'm not the red one.
Oh no, not M1. Akari. That's it. Sorry. 2 A names. Good thought.
Ah.
Okay, no. M1, you're
so
fine.
What's it doing to me?
It's just hot. It's very hot. So you're gonna have to do just a regular charisma check to make sure you're not like overheating here.
So it's hot.
Ooh, hot.
Yes.
Ooh, hoshness. Okay. Torga. You are here with both feet in the lava. Am I correct?
Well, I mean, not in the lava. How far can I move and still take an action?
You got stuck last turn, didn't you?
No.
Okay, you didn't. It was who was it who got stuck last turn? It was
me.
Akari. It was Akari. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Torga, yeah, you can move half your move speed and still take an action. So, what is your move speed?
35, so that's
15. Pretty much.
Is that like a square and a half then? If there are 10
Square and a
squares?
half, pretty much. Just round it to the nearest square. So you move forward 1.
Okay.
Actually, with 35, I can give you 2 squares.
If I move this direction, whoa. Could I get close enough to be within 15 feet of the monster?
You're not within 15 feet. You would be in.
Okay. I'll still move in that direction. My full movement, so I'm like right by the thing.
Cool. So 1, 2. Okay, do you want to go here then, so you don't have to go through the lava?
Yes.
So you are hanging out up there with Tax.
Yay!
Tax, your buddy now.
Relax. Why did we not bring a bridge or something?
Katie's like, because they'll melt.
Wings?
Do we look like Aarakocra?
Right,
I don't think we look like Aarakocra.
No, I do not. Says the 8-foot-tall Goliath lady.
Yeah, all right. Your Goliath lady is actually up next then. Emlyn, wait. Yeah, Emlyn.
Do you actually mean Amwin this time? Or
yes, I mean,
do you mean a car?
I mean Emlyn!
I'm not 8 foot tall.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so what are the distances I'm working with between myself and this fire elemental?
To be the GM again.
So you're here. It's there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 40 feet, 40, 50 feet away.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I am going to cast a chromatic orb, hopefully doing cold damage to this thing first level. And then I am going to try to move west in a general western direction.
Okay, move west. What?
So pretty much like to here, so that I
want
to try to like keep going up in this direction eventually.
You're still gonna have to jump over that lava. Did you do that last turn? No.
Yes, I have jumped over that one set of lava.
Okay, so you're fine. Cool. So you're just heading to the edge here, or are you jumping over it?
Well, before I'm moving, I'm taking the shot with the chromatic orb.
Okay, excellent.
And it's a 16 to hit.
That hits, because it's only got 13 AC, because it's huge.
21 points of cold damage.
That's amazing.
And then I'm going to hopefully make it to the next bridge, if you'll let me move all that way.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second to double check.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that hits it. It's not actually like weak to cold, but it does full damage. It has a lot of immunities, you guys.
Yeah, I figured at least it would not be immune to cold. Because if so, this fire elemental has their life, sorted.
No, that's when you give your GM like the seriously look like show me the stats. Bitch, show me the stats. When did that get cold resistant? Since it was a baby fire elemental?
So, do I need
Okay.
an acrobatics check to head over
Yes,
here?
please.
So if I could
14?
have Rowan,
Two.
somebody turn their camera off and on again. So we'll need M, Rowan, and Jay, I believe.
Okay.
To turn their cameras off.
Okay.
Let's start with Emily. I think we'll do that correctly, and then Jay, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go away, Jay.
Oh, okay. Can do.
We don't want to see you right
want
now.
you. Yeah. Stop
Rowan
trying to take
first.
my place.
I just really want to play Dungeon World. That's all.
Now Jay.
Okay.
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? It's me.
Who's the boss? Who's the boss?
It was Tony, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it actually Mona? Or
It's tough
Okay,
to say.
so what did you get for your acrobatics?
14.
14. This is a bigger lava flow area.
Can I
as
have
you
a
can see.
1d4, please, if needed?
Yes. Yes, please take that 1d4. You were like one off.
So that's now an 18.
Okay, yeah, you make it across then. Ooh, well done. So you're like, can't touch this. Yeah, you're kind of there on the rocks.
Which is the best way to be served.
I'm glad you said something.
I'm sorry, I couldn't let that one slide.
Well, you certainly are a tall drink, my friend. So.
I mean, I am aquatic.
This elemental's just like, I'll have an M1 on the rocks, maybe a little shaken.
I'll have a CL, thank you.
Sorry.
A tall glass. All right. Excellent. All right, Amwin, that is your turn. Jinx.
Hey, where I am, is it still difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere
so let's see
on
what
these
we
mountains are
have.
difficult terrain.
Are you telling me the floor is lava?
Yes. it is.
Yes.
So first off, then, I'm going to throw out Chill Touch this time because Jinx is looking at everything that's going on and going, this guy needs to chill.
Chill out, bro. You don't have an ounce of chill in your whole life.
So that's a 17, which I presume hits still.
Yes.
13 damage.
It's
Plus-
necrotic damage.
Yeah,
huh?
it's necrotic.
It's necrotic. Plus, it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And there is a... where's it at? A ghostly skeletal hand that is clinging onto it.
How big is this hand?
I presume the size of a standard hand.
Okay, so can you imagine, like, there's this tiny hand. Here's this giant elemental, right? This tiny hand just like, just grabbing it like Play-Doh.
I was gonna say this is Jinx, so it's probably placed somewhere inappropriately.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, it cannot take, or it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going
So how much
to,
damage is that? That was 13.
13 necrotic damage. I'm going to use Expeditious Retreat and move 45 feet back.
Okay.
So it's 90 feet total, halved for difficult terrain.
Okay, sure. You're out of there. So it has no idea where you are.
Did you say 93?
90 feet with Expeditious Retreat. Because I get to, I can dash as a bonus action plus my standard movement. And the real disgusting thing about this is I still have 17 spell slots.
Well, perhaps you could cast haste on one of us.
Oh.
I wish I had it. I have things that could help you all, but I'd have to touch you to do
how horrid.
it.
Forget I asked.
You know, and in this day and age, touching people is right off limits. 6 feet, guys.
6 feet. More than a square.
More than a square. It's more than a feeling.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Jinx's
Well
turn.
done.
She's still yelling at the party who cannot hear her, going, hit the thing. Stop playing in the lava and hit the thing.
Rufus is like, here's this thing. It's still getting close to him. So he's standing here at the edge of the Rava River, the Rava River, and he's gonna do acrobatics. Aha! He manages to get over it, no problem. And then keeps moving forward. He's starting to change his mind. He would actually rather follow you guys into the ley line than fight this thing.
Who's the crazy one now?
All of this
Me!
is crazy. Okay, Akari. Now it's our 8-foot Goliath friend.
Yes,
Emily?
and if I hit it with my great axe, will my great axe be able to hit it? That's the question.
That's a good question. Here, let me do a thing. Okay. It has resistances to non-magical attacks. So you only do half damage.
Yeah. Double reckless attack.
Reckless attack, what is that?
Reckless attack means I get advantage, and it gets advantage if it attacks me.
Double the advantage, double the fun. Sure, go.
Yep. So I have 2 attacks.
Okay.
So I can attack twice. So first attack, 27. Does that hit?
27 does hit. The 12 wouldn't have, but it's a good thing
Yes.
you have advantage.
Yeah. Second attack with advantage, 24. So
That hits.
16 and 11.
Half of that.
6. So 27.
I dropped my
half of-
die! So half of 16, half of 11. So 16 would be 8. Half of 11 would be...
5.
I'll have you round it up.
13 total.
13 total. Okay, and it can't regain that right now. Which, oh no, you saw through my clever scheme. As it moves, it does. As it sits in the lava, it does gain hit points back.
Now,
So,
can I?
No. It does not.
not right
Can-
now, no.
Can I move away as well?
You can.
Yay! I will move away 1 square.
Half your movement speed. You're like,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Yep.
Ollie Zowdy, inchworm my way this way. Boink.
So I'm not standing in lava anymore.
Yeah. Actually, you were stuck in the lava, weren't you?
Yeah. Athletics,
Roll me-
right?
Strength
Yeah.
to pull your boots out of that.
I have advantage on strength things while
Oh,
raging
nice.
as well. So I am going to roll athletics with advantage. 25.
Hey, you managed to pull both boots out. You go schlup, schlup. You pat out the fire. You go shh. Only dreams now boots, and the
Yes.
fire's gone.
Hmm.
God.
All right, Dolforth.
I truly have no idea what to do. Man, I'm kind of wishing I didn't cast Moonbeam. So how far is this thing now?
It's closing in. 1, 2.
40.
It's like 30 feet away from you. Yeah.
30 feet.
It has not crossed into your moonbeam yet.
Well, I could use my action to move that moonbeam onto it. Or
Hey, you could.
so I guess I'll do that. I'll move it over onto
Just
this
2
thing.
squares.
Yeah. And when it starts its turn there, it'll take damage. It has to make a Constitution saving throw then.
Blank. Okay, so on its turn.
Yeah, on it when it starts its turn there.
Okay.
It'll
Excellent.
take 2d10.
Do you want to move, or are you good there?
Seeing how close it is, I'm going to. I'll move a little bit to the left.
What's your move speed?
35.
35.
So like a square.
Okay. You're like, adios, suckers. Oh, that reminds me.
Uh-oh.
Akari, for reals this time. I forgot to have you take a
much damage?
Constitution. A
Oh,
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please.
Do I get advantage on those as well? Let's see.
We do have 2 advantages available if you need one.
Strength checks and saving throws. No, I do not have advantage on this.
Not on con? Okay.
Nope. Normal roll. 23.
Okay, you are fine. Because if you were not fine, then you would have suffered a level of exhaustion. For those of you who don't know what exhaustion is, basically
It sucks.
it sucks. So basically, you have to each level you get less things. Like 1 level of exhaustion gets you a disadvantage on ability checks. 2 levels of exhaustion, your speed is halved, which here, where your speed is already halved, you're like moving like snail's pace. 3, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. 4, your hit points maximum are halved. 5, your speed is reduced to 0, and at 6, you die. This can be combated by a long drink or a short rest. That is why you all have bottomless flasks.
Nice foot rub.
A nice foot rub. A salt scrub.
Maybe a mud mask.
A mud mask. The lava's almost like mud, right? That counts.
Just get some of that ash, mix it with a little water. You're exfoliating scrub right there.
Oh boy. All right. Katie's turn. This guy is right in her face, so she is going to first attack. Oh, she hits for dang, 10 points. Very nice, Katie. Well done. Good job, me. Wow. And then
It's
she's gonna
Katie
move back.
and some other bums.
Yeah, who cares about the rest of you? This is my self-congratulatory project here.
Katie's doing great. She's almost done a third of the damage that I've done so far.
Oh no, she steps back. So she steps back to get out of the way, and she fails her dex check. Or her acrobatics. So she goes slurp,
Oh no.
and she's in the mud. Lava. And she's just like, oh, come on! All right, Tax, you are next.
Okay, so I'm trying to think, like, what is a quicker way to get up this bloody mountain? Let me look through my sheet really quick, because I'm wondering if I have something that'll speed me up just a touch. I don't think there is. No, you know what? I'm just gonna book it. I'll use my full move action to hop over some lava and move to this spot. Nope, hang on. This spot. So I'll be hopping over this large lava river and then hopping up here.
Okay, okay, yeah. It's a slightly higher DC because it's a larger lava river, but
Okay.
not as high as, say, this one over here.
Can do. That's a 20. Not natural.
Wow! Well done.
I'm literally all
So-
decks. That's the only thing
So
I'm good
you
at.
are like doing pirouettes over this lava pit.
It's like the Swan River dance, but over lava.
Da, 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 da.
That was
Alright,
invented,
what's that?
you know.
So is that just half your movement, right?
Yeah. I think 4 squares was kind of the max I could move at a time, so.
Okay. So that's your only action
To move double is to move up to this square up here.
right here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That is what you want to do.
I'm just gunning for that mountain.
All right. So you've given up on the trying to reason with it part.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time to reason with it. Also, it's huge, so I don't really want to get scooshed.
So you're acting as its therapist. You're like, and how does that make you feel?
Interesting. Have you considered speaking with your father about this? Killing your father isn't the right option here. Okay, we'll reschedule. Yeah.
Excellent. So you have elementals. So what kind of saving throw does the elemental have to make?
I believe
Because the
it's
moonbeam?
against your save DC.
Dalforth.
Yes.
What does it have to save?
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Colin, nice.
Okay, that's a 10 plus. Oh, this thing's got con up the butt.
Yeesh. Not good.
However,
That sounds uncomfortable.
yes, it does. However, I am going to take one of my d6s.
All right.
Okay, it has hit the save throw, so it got a 13 with it.
Okay.
So
it still
attack
takes
goes to. Attack
half
goes
damage.
to who?
So what's your DC, Dolforth?
15.
Okay, in that case, it failed.
Okay, it
If it
failed.
was a 13.
So,
Yeah. So it takes the damage.
okay. So what's the full damage?
2d10.
Okay. It's 2d10. I'll just. Oh, no. Okay. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Excellent. Okay. And
sigh.
what about your chilly touch there, my friend, Raven?
What about it?
How long does that last?
Until my next turn.
Okay, so it cannot heal from that.
Let me just double check if it's till the end of or
I think it's the
until
start of your next turn.
start of my next turn. Yeah.
Okay, well, this thing is actually hurting somewhat. So, like, a lot, actually.
Bits of it are falling off.
Yeah, it's starting to like shrink a little, like just drip. Ugh, drippy like lava, just kind of no longer clinging to its form. Whoever is next, I would like you to make a check for me. That's gonna be actually Amwin, not Torga. Amwin,
Yes.
I would like you to make a perception check.
23.
Ooh, we'll resolve that in a moment. Can I go to the bathroom? Can we take a break? I must break.
Yeah, let's do another break. Stretch your legs, and we'll be back in about. There's a moth in my face. In about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Excellent.
And we're back early.
Hello, welcome back early.
Take it away, Rowan.
Welcome back early. So we actually had Amwin make a check here, and you see something in the elemental, just like a faint a glow. And as your eyes focus on it, you realize it's the shape of a man, just kind of like an orange glow, as some of the lava just drips off of this thing. Along like with this orange glowing lava, it would have been nearly like you would have missed it if you weren't paying close enough attention, and if you didn't know what you were looking for. The man looks like he's in his 30s, and he's got like these dreadlocks like in the back of his head, and he's like well built with these like tattoos and like armbands and things like that. And you only see it for a moment before the lava falls back over it. You have seen the spirit of the storm.
I am going to sort of, I imagine it's relatively loud inside a volcano with a massive fire elemental walking around, but I'm going to do my best to shout out a description of what I've just seen.
Let's see, you're about here, so probably Torga will be able to hear it. Unless tax elf ears can pick up on it.
All right.
It's like, what?
Is there need for that?
What do your elven ears hear?
The same thing your human ears hear. Do you want a perception
The
check?
same thing my Goliath ears hear?
It's like first we turn on the water, we get in the shower, then we pull out the tea bags. You know.
Do you want me to roll perception to see if I hear that, or is that just
Sure,
Okay.
if you want.
Sure.
I guess. Okay. Yeah. No, you can hear Amwin shout this.
Okay. What was it again? I got the gist. I just need to know kind of the specific.
A description. It's a description of what I saw in the flames.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's a strong, well-built, muscular man, strong chiseled face, with armbands and tattoos, and dreadlocks. That's what she saw before the fire covered it, the lava.
He sounds hot.
I've definitely seen worse.
Well, yeah. He's a lava monster. Of course she's hot.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so with that, it's actually your turn, Amwin.
Well, despite being distracted by the fire elemental, it is still going after people. So I am going to stick to the plan. I'm going to keep moving. And I'm also going to use another chromatic orb, this time at 3rd level.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means that if I do hit, the damage is higher because I'm using a higher level spell slot. So I'll put chromatic orb in chat and you can see how it scales. So at higher levels, when you cast it, you add extra die based on the level. That's assuming that I hit though, which, you know.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
16.
Oh! Yep, you're fine.
So it's still cold damage. So that's first 14 and then another 2d8. 12. So that's a total of 26 points of cold damage.
26 points of cold damage. You may have done a thing.
Oh, shit.
Did you kill the hot guy? Come on.
Did you kill the hot guy?
I'm sorry, Tax. Priorities.
Yeah, priorities. It's been a long year.
You killed the hot guy. Actually, you did.
Oh, shit.
So,
Well.
So this is what happens: is that it just melts into like the ground or whatever, and the volcano rumbles. I'd like everyone to make a dexterity check to make sure they keep their footing.
Please don't
Right.
fall in the lava.
Dexterity
17.
check.
Save, I'm
Nat
guessing.
20.
Whoa!
Actually, do you want to save
Well
or
done,
check?
Jay. Let's do a dexterity save, sure.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
We do still have
I
D6s.
assume I'm not.
Jinx, you are not in range.
I assume I'm not in range. Okay, cool.
What? I'm
So I got a
missing. I'm missing one
16.
from Dalforth.
Oh, my bad. Totally blanks.
Dexterity save.
Please let Dolphworth not have the worst day.
Come on, what do you mean? This is this character. This is his whole thing.
I'm
Dex
concerned.
save.
Okay, no, you all make it. Wow. Okay. And Katie says, "Okay, this isn't over. If we don't close off that ley line, it will be back."
Are we going in or just closing?
Just
I still
closing.
think we should
I
go
don't know
in.
what happens when we go in.
I want to go in.
Listen, I'm
Okay.
just as tired as the rest of you as these things happening every year. I'm going in.
Yes, we're going into crevice.
I'll
This
follow.
whole time, Jinx, who still doesn't know what's going on because she's been out of earshot this entire time, is looking through the Raven, going, "Now what are they doing? Don't go into the thing." Oh my god!
What kills
Yeah.
me is the Jinx has
Well-
a message.
I'm still out of
Oh,
range for
seriously?
message.
I
Yeah,
wasn't even
That's
wondering. I'm
funny.
like,
it's a
That's funny.
Are you?
message is 120 feet, and I've been actually I might not be
Mm.
now.
Yeah, you can move closer.
Um, I started out of range of message.
Well, I mean,
but it might actually be there now.
I mean, you still have to at least close the ley line. So they have to get close enough to seal it up. So you're not quite sure what the heck they're doing yet. Like you're pretty sure like
Okay.
they're following the normal order of things. So
I'll get within 120 feet of tax and do message and go, "Hey, so what was all the playing in lava bit like? Looked like you were playing the floor as lava instead of fighting."
we're not jumping in the. We were going to the mountain. What were you doing? Also, never mind. Listen, we're going into the ley line.
Okay, like to plug it up.
Maybe, but also to figure out why this keeps happening every year. To maybe stop it permanently.
Katie
Okay,
can't
so-
hear this, right? So
No. Only tax. Okay, well, when you say in the ley line, like you're talking about how we're trained, right? Like you hop down there, you plug it up, and you get out, right?
No.
No. We're going deep in this crevice.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say we're going to have to jump straight into the volcano and do more than we would normally have to do.
Well,
Wait, when you say it like
Tax.
that, it sounds crazy.
I will say this. You've had a long life. So if you have to go out, which we all do, this is a pretty badass way to go. I will miss you.
You're just saying this so you don't have to do paperwork when I come back dead. Aren't
wait,
you?
come back, Dad.
Paperwork.
Come
Oh,
back, Dad.
I don't ever do paperwork. I have Dolforth do it.
You little shit. Like swear out loud. Just been kind of like staring off into the horizon the whole time. You little shit.
Katie's like, "Are you okay? You need to shit." Is that what you said?
No. Jinx doing the ear
Oh.
thing.
All of a sudden, Katie just hears, "Hi, it's
God.
me,
Fuck! I told you not to do that. At least say it on a quiet voice, like knock, ring a doorbell. I don't know. Just give the woman some warning.
Akari's just looking around like,
Okay, I'm sorry.
I feel left out.
Sorry.
I feel
Inside voice, maybe it's in my head. You don't
Inside
have to
voice.
scream. You know, like in the drive-thrus, you don't have to yell at the thing. Like, God.
Well, then it's not fun.
The fantasy
Anyways.
drive-thrus.
still looking around like.
So
feel-
why is Tax doing like a suicide leap into the ley line? I don't. They weren't real clear on the plan.
They're trying to.
Except that it's bad.
Yeah, they're trying to solve this mystery. Trying to see if we can get a second witness. Trying to see if like whatever is causing these to come back year after year, if we can solve this somehow, based on the message that Rufus had from when he was possessed.
Rufus is the newbie guy. Yeah. Throw him in there.
I mean, I'll consider it.
Poor Rufus.
I just, it'd be a shame to lose Tax's, vast experience.
Are you calling him old? Is that what this is?
He's so old.
Right.
Elves are just so old.
Well, you can't tie a rope. The rope would burn. I don't know where if this is what they want to do, then I cannot think of a better way to do it. Otherwise, we're doing the same thing over and over, and we'll continue dying. So.
But doing the same thing over and over when this is fun.
And that is why you're really good at this. But.
Aw, thanks.
But that, I mean, you're might be a pawn of some greater thing being used. Did you ever consider that?
Well, yeah, the Raven Queen.
By the king.
Raven Queen and me, we're kind of like this.
No.
Oh, right, you can't see my fingers. We're tight. And she uses me to cause chaos, which is fun.
No, think about it. The king might be using you. Not just the Raven Queen.
What if we just shoot the king? He's like super old.
And what if we can't do that?
He's super old. Like he'll just. We just killed a huge fire elemental.
He looks like he's in his 40s, and he's apparently been that way for a long time. He could be something else if he's like immortal. But how do we know? We have no clue. This might be our only way to get answers.
I know what we can do.
What?
Break his legs.
Hey, listen, Jinx, you really want to see chaos? Why don't you jump in the ley line? See what you can do there.
I'm chaotic, not stupid.
Damn.
You're welcome.
I'm
Yes.
Well, listen, it's their choice. Let them do it. You don't have to be a part of it if you don't want to. I'm staying back personally. Some of us must. Otherwise, if we all die here, then who is there to, save the world?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, okay. And Jinx will just do a message to everybody and basically just do the equivalent of like, GG, good job, guys, GG.
Oh, now you message me. Message everyone else.
No, you leave Rufus out of the conversation. He's too new. So everyone's like, here's GG, except for Rufus. He's like, oh.
We're just passing around the phone.
No,
Group text.
Rufus is probably like, hey, you should probably jump in the ley line. Like, that's probably going to be what solves this.
It's your guest.
Like, everybody else is planning on doing it, but they're so old. Like, I don't think it's gonna... Really, we can only count on you.
It's like you really count on me?
Sure, why not?
Like, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it for Jinx.
Oh no!
Oh god.
That's the way!
No.
We will remember your noble sacrifice and your badass death. I mean, if you die, it'll be badass, but you probably won't. So, you should do it.
Absolutely do it.
If I survive, will you go out with me?
Oh.
What's your date idea?
To be determined. I have to survive this first.
Yes, but if your idea sucks, I get to choose what the date is.
Okay. Fair. Deal.
Okay, have fun in the ley line.
Bad.
For Jinx! And you guys see Rufus just like book it.
And Jinx is like literally rolling on the ground
Oh my
laughing, going,
God.
"Oh my god, he actually did it!"
Can
So
I
you guys-
see Jinx do this?
Probably.
Probably. She's 120 feet away.
So yeah, probably.
So from this to
I'm just going to give Jinx this thumbs up.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Oops.
We
Dog.
You
lost.
lost my feelings.
Oh no! My internet went out all of a sudden.
I'm GM again. It's me. I will stop my video.
It was down for just a second.
I think it's gonna have to be everybody except Polished and
Oh,
Riley.
jeez.
Musical cameras. That's the game.
Okay, let's try par first. Nope. Yep, there we go.
Wait, what?
Now Emily.
Wait, now me? Okay.
Yes.
And then me.
And then Jay. Oh, nope, sorry.
Nope.
Not Jay.
Stop it.
Are you taking my place again?
No.
How dare you?
Rowan.
I can't believe you've done
And
this.
now Jay.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done
I
this.
love that video.
Have you done this?
Need to find an audio
We
clip
do,
of that.
we
Put it
do.
in here.
It's the
Can't
best
believe you've
TikTok.
done this.
Long live TikTok.
Wasn't it a
Wait, no.
Vine? Anyway.
Vine.
You
It's
mean
a
Vine?
Long live Vine. That's what I meant. It's TikTok is like one of those things that have just like a parasite that has followed after and has sucked into our memories
TikTok is
Forget.
the zombie incarnation of
That was
Vine.
delightful.
or something.
No, it's the phoenix that rose from Vine's ashes.
Or something.
Whichever. Speaking of probably not rising from the ashes, what happens to Rufus?
He disappears into the hole. Into
Let's go
ley
down
line.
the hole.
Diggy diggy hole, I'm digging a hole. Lava hole.
I got that
diggy,
song
diggy
out of
hole.
my head last week. Thanks so much.
Why?
Never.
I'll be jumping in after Rufus because clearly he's gonna need backup at least, or
Okay.
you know.
Who else is going in?
I am.
One.
Amwin? Okay.
Mhm.
So Amwin goes in. I don't think I have to move all y'all over here. So Amwin's going in. Akari, you're going in, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And what about Dolforth? You decided you're staying behind.
Not a chance.
You're not jumping in there. Huh. Okay.
No chance.
I think Jinx will walk up and rejoin the group. puts her finger on her nose, and then like elbows Katie.
I'm not going. No nose goes. No nose gets.
No. Paperwork.
Oh.
Put your finger on your nose. And then looks at Dolforth.
Amazing. What about you, Torga? Are you going in?
No.
Okay,
Torga's
you're staying up.
tired.
Then take a nap. Zen fires and missiles. All right.
Magic missiles? I can do that.
Okay, so Amwin, Akari, Tax, and Rufus. You all go in. You feel the lava closing around you. Luckily, you're fireproof, but that stuff is heavy. You feel for a second like you're suffocating. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself in a big open room. It's almost like a hall made of black stone. It's hot still, and there are hallways that seem to stretch from every direction, and there's mirrors upon the ceiling. And you see the man with the with dark skin and these dreadlocks of hair and these armbands and tattoos, and he glows faintly. And then he disappears down the hallway.
In Elvish, I'm immediately going to say to Tax, I think we found the hot dude.
I think you're right. I think we'd better follow him.
Yeah,
You take the lead. You're more into this than I am.
absolutely.
Just for evidence, of course.
Way more
course.
into this.
Of course, evidence only.
Evidence only. Sorry, so he's kind of gone down a hallway, it looks like?
Yeah, he's kind of disappeared to like a red, orangish wisp and has disappeared down the hallway.
Can I make a perception check to see if that is like illusory in some way? Because obviously there's clearly some magic shenanigans going on. So I'm wondering if we're like walking into a wall or like, magic.
So, all right, I'll give you this. Go ahead and do magic or Arcana check.
Oh,
is that a thing?
It is. That's a 4. It's not a people, therefore I don't know.
So you're like, I'm pretty sure everything is magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm magic. You're magic.
The world
Isn't
is
life magic? Isn't childbirth magic?
It's a wonderful life. Childbirth is a horror show, a macabre dance. Let's follow the hot guy.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Yes.
Let's
follow the
follow the
hot guy.
hot
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It's not words
This
I'm
was
willing to
delightful.
You committed to that so hard.
It's so
Yes.
good. So good, you guys.
So good. So good.
Thank you guys so much. That was so much fun.
Thank you.
That was a blast.
That was so much fun.
Rowan,
Mhm.
do you want to take us through the what was your favorite part stuff?
Sure. Starting with me?
Yeah, let's start with you.
Okay. Well, hello, I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. And my favorite part was just the characters' interaction with each other. Just them snarking at each other as they went. I really, really did enjoy picking on Dolforth. That was really fun. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Dolforth had the worst day.
Dolforth had a very bad day. It's his fault for being a coward. I mean, what? And yeah, I guess there's going to be another episode of this sometime. Next time we have an open slot on a Friday, probably.
Next Friday, maybe?
Not next Friday. We're going to take at least a week break. Come on. But yeah, that was... I really enjoyed that. You can find me next here on Wednesday for the Tikva Files. That is the Monster of the Week campaign that I run, taking place in 2045 New Orleans. Not New Orleans, Louisiana, near Springfield, the Tikva National Park. So there's rivers and there's spooky things happening.
Too far from New Orleans.
Not too far. It's only like a 45-minute drive or something.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of spooky things like fairies and mimics and vampires and all that fun thing. So, yes, you'll find me there on Wednesday, and yeah. Next, let's go with Jay. Do you want to go? What was your favorite part? Where we can find you next?
My favorite part, yeah, I'm gonna mimic you. It was all the character interactions, like the snarkiness, but also kind of the tender moments we had between each other. It was going into it. It was like, okay, I know some of these people, and I don't know some of these people, and we all just right off the bat we kind of clicked. Everything fell together. I'm gonna say, Par, when you did Dolforth's, like you just leaned right into the kind of scaredy cat vibe, and I really dug that. Like you held on to that like it was a torch, and I loved it. Otherwise, I am Jay. I am a GM here on the Black Feather Guild as well as other places. I'm also voice acting, writing, all the general spiel people do. The next place you can find me is here tomorrow at, I'm going to get the time right, I hope, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time for my game of Stars Without Number, which is the Void Cavalcade. And then you can find me at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Animus Absentis, where I am a player, not a GM. Got that all out in one go.
Fabulous. Okay, thank you. Next, Dolforth, or I'm still reading your tag, your Twitter tag. It's confusing the crap out of me.
Yeah, it's my Twitter tag's an acronym, which is why it's just a jumbled mess.
Yes, thank you.
Favorite moments. Anytime Dolforth almost experienced death was probably my favorite moment.
So most of the time.
Someone's feeling existential here, I guess.
Even I didn't know what kind of... I had to think of a sound to make with my voice to react to him being in peril.
That
was a very interesting experience.
Your voice acting was phenomenal. Just saying.
Yeah.
Felt like I got it half the time, not the whole time.
So well done.
As for
where can we find you next?
Me, you can usually find me here on Mondays at 3 MDT for Fleshmaker's Folly, and Fridays at 3 MDT for Where Things Go South.
Awesome.
3 EDT, Eastern Daylight Time.
One of them times.
We're great at time zones.
Time zones are hard.
Time zones.
That's okay. We
Do
actually
they even exist?
We actually have someone from Newfoundland, which means that she's actually a half hour as well, like half hour ahead. It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's do Polished. Would you like to go next?
Well, hello. My favorite part today, gosh, I did like the whole dynamics. I also like how we, at the very end, decided to change our priorities to like, we should follow the hot one. That's a smart thing to do here.
Amazing.
And yeah, you can normally find me here a few hours earlier than today, running Monster of the Week, and tomorrow you can find me in the Stars Without Numbers game that Jay talked about before. In addition to that, you can find me on my own channel, which is twitch.tv/polishedcryptid.
Thank you so much, Polished. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as well. All right. Next is Emily.
My favorite part has got to be when Dolphworld actually said, "I feel safer up here with Jinx." But also
That was a
Jinx,
good one.
Jinx in general was a real treat.
Thanks.
And you can find
She was a lot of fun to play.
And you can find Jacques tomorrow on Animus Absurdus, because that's his game. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Riley.
I'm not muted, right? No, I'm good. Okay. I'm Riley. Wait, that's at the beginning. Oh my gosh. So my favorite part.
You're adorable. I love
My
you.
gosh. My favorite part, I'm just gonna echo what's already been said, just the interactions, and I really like doing one-shots and being able to interact with and play with people I don't usually get to. I play on Wednesday nights in the Tikfa campaign, and that's where you can find me next. And I'm also going to put my website out. I do knitting and crochet patterns, so if anybody here does that, I do that. So, anyways.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Riley. And last but not least, Raven, take us away.
Yeah, so I'm Raven, and you can find me next tomorrow producing the Void Cavalcade, and then I will be DMing Animus Absentus after that, so that's 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Void Cavalcade, and 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Animus Absentus, with many of these lovely people. And my favorite part, there were so many really good parts. I really enjoyed all the shenanigans of just trying to simply walk over lava streams. That was great. And then I have to say, I really loved everyone's reaction to I'm chaotic, not stupid. Because that was something like I didn't even think about that. It just came out of my mouth, and then I was like, "Oh, that's actually kind of funny." So everybody's reaction to that was just great. But I enjoyed the whole thing. It was so much fun, and Jinx will definitely be back in this game and probably in other forms elsewhere. She's a lot of fun to play. And yeah, thank you for everyone that donated. For Sildari for the cheers, Michael Wayne for the direct donations and gifted sub, Emily for guild coins, and if I forgot anybody, I apologize, but thank you. And we're gonna go on a raid now. So we've got our raid cry, which I'm very tickled to have one of my quotes be the raid cry. So it's there in chat. I'm chaotic, not stupid, and we're gonna go raid. Let me just make sure they're still there. We're gonna go raid the Zweihander channel, which is a really interesting RPG system that I play a game in on Wednesdays on Encounter Roleplay. It's similar to, I think they said, Warhammer, and the game has been a blast, and they're really good people over there. So definitely go give Zweihander, check them out, and give them a follow if you're not doing so already. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.